Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I made a vlog, but this vlog was made in summer 2023 of me going to France with my family. So I hope you enjoy and sit back and relax. It was a long drive to the port since we were going by the Eurotunnel train, which only takes 35 minutes from England to France. Anyways, we stopped at a service stop to get some food. I wasn't really hungry though. My family got some fries from Burger King. And I just got some fruits from M&S.
Send the email, Zara.
Arch down to the building and then look.
Oh, Burger King is there.
Wait, you want me to take a picture?
Oh, then it's good. That's good. Do you have anything?
When I thought about the Eurotunnel being an underground tunnel underwater, I was expecting to see an aquarium kind of thing, but I could barely even see out the window. There was already a chaotic start to our holiday. Our car kind of broke down, so then we had no transportation to continue our holiday. So I woke up with my dad and we tried to look for all the mechanics in the area which could fix our car. It was kind of hard to explain what happened to our car to the mechanics because of the language barrier, but I studied French in GCSE and A-level, so I tried my best with the communication, but we still couldn't find anyone. Luckily, my dad found someone on Facebook who could fix the car, and he fixed it for the time being and said that it was safe to drive. Paris kind of reminds me of London, but more calm. And I realize even though there are a lot of drivers, there are a lot of people who cycle too, which is good for the environment. So here we were just driving around and trying to find parking spaces for the Louvre Museum because we weren't really too sure where to go. We finally found a parking spot. We had to pay for it, but I don't really remember how much. We would have to wait for more than 1 hour, but surprisingly we only waited for 20 minutes, which was actually really good. I wasn't sure which tickets we booked, but when we went inside we asked the security lady and she said that we could go in. So we had a self-tour of the whole museum. Usually I don't really like museums because the one in UK are kind of boring, maybe because I haven't been to a lot of good museums. But the one in France, it was huge and there was so many things to look at, so you don't really get bored. There were a lot of historical paintings and statues of Greek mythology, the Roman Empire, and biblical paintings. There was even ancient Egyptian stuff. For me, what stood out the most were the ceilings. They were the prettiest architecture I've seen so far. The engravings and pictures were really pretty, mixed with the gold. Maybe I'm just waffling, but I was mesmerized. You need to come here yourself to experience it. There was a bakery there as well in the museum, but it was so expensive, but it looked so good. After that, we went to a local tourism store outside of the museum, and they were quite cheap, so we bought some souvenirs. So it's day 2 of France, and here I am getting ready for Disneyland. We had to get an Uber since we didn't want to use our car too much. There were so many people, but it was such a nice day. It's free to enter this part of the park, but afterwards to go in the castle you have to have a ticket to enter. There's loads in here. Oh, and white ones. We went inside a pop-up store because we really wanted to buy some headbands. We wanted to fully be invested in the Disney experience. There was so many different options to choose from. The first ride that we went on was this carousel. All the rides here in Disneyland were family friendly, but it was slower than I expected. We went inside the cinema hall to watch some Mickey Mouse. It looked like a theater hall but with no seats. After that, we just walked around and looked for more rides. We found an Alice in Wonderland maze and decided to go inside. We followed people around because we got lost so many times, but it was a good experience. After that, we went on a boat ride, and the water was so beautiful. On this ride, there was many figurines from different Disney movies. This ride is more on the calm side though. I was able to enjoy the view and take nice pictures. I'm sorry for my bad camera skills. It was my first time using a camera and not a phone. My sister gave me this camera to try out. I didn't expect the camera to zoom in and zoom out so aggressively. Here we were entering the Aladdin cave. I think this set was one of my favorites. Aladdin has always been a childhood favorite movie of mine, alongside Mulan, but this was really well built. It was at the top for me. The way they created this cave scene was so beautiful. It looked exactly like the movie. I think maybe if the cave was more darker, the gems on the ceiling would have looked way better. Kind of like a glowing effect, but still it was really pretty. This was a family-friendly train ride. It was really calm and not that fast. So we got to see all the view. We could even see the other rides from below. For all the other rides there was a long wait time, but this one was only a 10-minute wait. We saw Piglet from Winnie the Pooh, so we decided to get in the line and say hi. After all that walking, we got very hungry and decided to look for places to eat. We were so hungry and found this pizza place. They were selling pizzas which were in the shape of Mickey Mouse. Everyone decided not to eat, so we didn't really eat much, just snacks. We sat down for 10 minutes and had a break. There was another Aladdin themed cave which we went into. This one was a walk-in. It was a good experience too. I didn't realize I liked Aladdin that much. But when I went to Disneyland, the Aladdin sets looked the best to me. This was a gift shop. I didn't buy anything, to be honest. I just looked around. After that, only me and my sister stayed in Disneyland. The rest of my family got tired, so they went home. We watched some performances and cheered on for the Disney stars. It was a vibe though. After that, we wanted to eat a snack, so we went into the sweet shop. So many options to choose from. We bought some macarons to munch on. It was so hot, so me and my sister decided to sit down near the fountain. We waited until sunset just to watch the Disney lights show. We even saw a famous Korean actress called Ye. She said she was on vacation, so we couldn't take any pictures. But the light show was amazing. There was fireworks and even drones. Today was more of a calm day. We just went to local shops and bought some groceries that we needed. We bought some bread, milk, and Nutella and some other things which I can't remember. We even went to the local McDonald's just to see what they had and ordered some fish fillets. I didn't really want to eat that, so we went to a bakery instead and bought some macarons. Today was our final day in France, so we went to Paris to see the main tourist attractions, like the Eiffel Tower. Our first stop was the Arc de Triomph. We couldn't get out of our car because it was too busy, so we just went around in circles. After that, we went to go check out the Eiffel Tower. It was really hard to find parking spots, so me and my sister went ahead first while my dad went to park the car. A lot of people told me that it was quite dirty near the Eiffel Tower, but it was actually really clean. The weather wasn't looking the best, but we still tried to make the best of the day and took pictures. We got hungry, so we decided to find some local bakeries. It was so busy in here and there were so many options to choose from. Me and my sister just bought a cheese pizza and a pan au chocolat. We sat down in a bubble tea shop and ate there. The size of this pizza was bigger than my head. We also bought a strawberry ice smoothie to cool us down. Even though it was cloudy outside, it was still hot. We also bought a bubble waffle, but I forgot to film. We finished our food and headed back to the car to head home and pack our bags. We bought some curries and biryani from a restaurant and ate at home. My dad took me and my sister to the airport to go back to the UK. Me and my sister went back by plane and my dad and mum went to Poland by car. Their holiday continued and ours came to an end. We came very early, so we had to wait for 1 hour to check in and 40 minutes to board our plane. I was really shocked that it only took us 35 minutes to reach England. It was my first time going on a plane by myself with no parents. I'm glad everything went well.